Hi everybody, it's Neil Walters with neilsvideos.com. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the future and the pattern of earning on Gala Games. Those of you following my Townstar videos, you realize that if you own these NFTs, the non-fungible tokens on the blockchain, you have to log on every day and do what's called the minimal requirements to get your rewards. We've talked about that in a lot of other videos. This pattern is now continuing into some of the new games, and that's what I want to talk about today and how this could affect you and your life and your planning of how you interact with Gala in the future. So I want to start with a little video clip that I heard a few months ago in one of the AMA videos. AMA means Ask Me Anything, and they do that every so often when they have new software coming out or new features or a new game or whatever. And lots of times this guy called Bitbender, who's the president of blockchain there at Gala Games, he interviews these different developers or people who make the art or the games or the software that's about to come out. So the one I'm going to show you is for The Walking Dead, where people, buy plots of land and then they can also build tools and stuff. And somebody was basically asking, can they start earning with their plots of land? So I'm going to branch now to that video.
Okay, so I have an answer to a question here from Draconic Inc. And this is a blanket answer that goes for absolutely every game that we are working with and is on our platform. The question is, and it got a lot of emojis, so I have to ask it, are you planning on letting us get dead coin for our land while we wait to help jumpstart the economy? Okay, now this is a very, very critical thing. You cannot, and for very, very, very good reasons, get something for just owning a thing. You have to do something in game in order to get something. So there's a play to earn, not own stuff and get free shit, essentially. So for just having the land, no, that is not going to be a thing that happens. There will likely be, and this is something that is going to be part of a lot of different things, there will likely be a seeding period where there is a portion of the game that, or even the full game, but it's, got a little bit of a higher emission to kind of get things started. So you definitely will want to play the game as soon as you can, but it is not going to be a, oh yeah, I got this thing and something was airdropped. We don't do that and we will never do that.
Okay, so what'd you think about that? He said the exact same thing in another video. I just can't find it. I mean, not the exact same thing, but the same point. You will never earn any passive income from owning something in Gala Games. The one exception is sort of the founder's node, but even that you have to keep your node running every day. So you have to keep installing new software and stuff, but that's like maybe the one exception. So any game that you're involved with, and if you own NFTs for it, you're going to have to log on to that game every single day to earn your rewards. So we'll talk about spider tanks here in a minute, but imagine that if you're in 3 games, you might have to log on to Townstar, play that for an hour, then you have to log off that, then log into Legacy, for example, play that for an hour, then log off that, and then log into spider tanks for a while. I don't mean log on, but open the game and play it for a while. So if you're into like 6 or 7 of their games, you could basically spend your whole day doing this. The question, of course, one day will be what are the rewards going to be, and could a person earn a living off of that? And different people earning a living means different things in different parts of the world. Some people I know is $25 a day. You can live on that, right? So a lot of people are looking to Gala Games as a way of making income in the future. The whole concept is called, by the way, play to earn. And anyways, now I'm going to jump to this article here about spider tanks. So spider tanks is kind of getting ready to move up to the next level. I don't know if they're calling it beta or live or what, but anyway, it says the big news, spider tanks is ready for early release and you can play now for free. So I want to get down to, well, the play for free is important. They're going to let, I think, people play any game. Like you can play Townstar now for free. Mirandus, as far as I know, requires a character right now, but maybe they're going to change that. And the road to player earnings, the first player, they talk about, you can play by winning as well. The first player earnings for Spider Tanks will be rolled out over the initial weeks and months of Spider Tanks play. With the April 19th launch, The only earnings will come from they call the test coin, which has no value. It's a preliminary testing coin that they're going to put in your wallet, but it cannot be transferred and it's worthless. But it's a way for them to test their system. And at one point, they're going to switch over to the real coin. The real coin on spider tanks is called silk. I guess spiders spin silk, right? So that's the name of their coin. This is the official coin address, so that if people try to sell you a silk coin, you can verify that that's the real one and not some fake one they're trying to give you. Okay, maps. I did buy what's called a dragon cave. So I guess when people play a spider tank game, they have to be in some kind of an arena, basically. And there's different types of arenas so that people can have a variety as they play. And so people will be able to play in my arena. But even though I maybe spent thousands of dollars on that or thousands of my coins, how do I now earn on that? So first of all players can play, and they're going to give you some like standard spider tanks that will allow anyone to play for free. Now, of course, you'll be probably playing with lower level people or other free people, or people with fancy tanks are just going to beat you real easily. Players can earn when playing with owned tanks and tank parts, but they must find victory to enhance their learnings. Now, map owners, that's me. Those who own spider tank maps will begin to see rewards for the battles that take place on their battlegrounds. Let me just show you what I bought, by the way. This is what I got right here, a Dragon Cave Uncommon. So you realize the NFTs have different levels of rarity, and common is the lowest one, uncommon is one above that. I think it goes to rare, epic, and on up to legendary, and I forget all the different levels right now. So, the more you can spend more for the higher levels, but I just wanted one just to say I'm in on it. But I guess when I bought it, I didn't think I was going to have to get in and play the game every day. So one thing they're also going to be adding later this year is where people can rent out their NFTs, which is something we're all kind of looking forward to. So that would be actually maybe a passive way to earn money by renting your NFTs. So now you know what a map is and what we're referring to when we say map owners. The owners who own spider tank maps will begin to see rewards from the battles that take place on their battlegrounds. That sounds cool. The rewards at first will be in test coin and then later silk. Then here's the sad news. Map owners will never be entitled to daily earnings for simply owning a map. They will be required to win at least one match to qualify for the day's rewards from their maps. So not only do you have to play, you actually have to win. You have to have a skill in this game. So I'm not huge on Spider Tank, but I've been listening to Brian's Gala on his channel, and guess what I bought? He said, go buy a controller if you're going to play Spider Tank. So now I've got to figure out how to use this thing. I got to learn how to move my tanks around. And I don't even have a tank yet. I'm going to probably use the free ones, but maybe I'll have to buy a tank now. We'll see. And, if you want to win a battle every day, I'm sure they're trying to match you up with people of equal abilities, right? So you might have to play 3 or 4 games just to win one match. And I don't even know what a match is. I don't know if a match is a game or if that's a series of like 3 out of 5 games or what. More to learn. So now on the next one, tank owners can also earn. Those who own spider tanks will be able to battle and earn early rewards for honing their skills in the arena. Their rewards will be, again, test coin and later silk. All test coin will eventually disappear. They're just warning you of that. In order to earn rewards, tank owners must not only battle actively, but win. Only wins will enhance a player's portion. And then later here, I think they talk about how it's a descending value. Okay, so here's the deal. Daily rewards of battle rewards is based on a point system. Points are awarded for all victories. At the end of the day, the daily reward pool, whatever that is, will be distributed based on basically your proportion of points, based on every player's portion of the daily victory points. Allocation of daily rewards will vary based on factors such as tank ownership, your rarity and the type of tank and how you've upgraded it, map ownership, which again, rarity and type of map, and caliber of opponent played. So if you play easy guys and win, you're going to make less money. If you play someone that's more advanced than you and you beat them, you might win more. Founders, nodes, operators, and see, I don't even think Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's just your normal founder node. So I guess that's one thing. I will receive daily rewards just for having a founder node. I will get a few silk every day, just like I get pound coin. So that was my best thing I ever did last year was get a founder's node. Because of the reward pool style distribution, the supply of silk can be carefully managed as the player base expands and the new silk in-game utilities are added. Now, here's the limitations. There will be a maximum number of times in a day that each player can be victorious and earn maximum rewards. So what they're trying to prevent here is, I guess, is from really good players just being on there all day and trying to take over like all the reward points, right? So they're going to limit you. After the number has been reached, whatever that is, that number, the player must earn fewer and fewer rewards or wait until the next day's battle. So then here they give you an example of what they call diminishing returns reward system. Numbers are placeholders. They're basically examples only and subject to play to change. Player wins 10 matches in 3 hours to earn maximum possible rewards. Each victory earned them about 1 silk in this situation. So again, who knows if it's going to be 1 silk? We have no idea what a silk's going to be worth yet anyway. Starting with the 11th victory in the same 24-hour period, it's going to go down like by 10%. And then I guess it's going to go down and down and down the more you play. Even though the player's having a great time and winning over and over, it may be a good idea to take a break and wait till the next day when their reward capture is back to 100%. So they're not going to keep you from earning, but your earnings are just going to get lower and lower and lower as the day goes on. Now you're getting my drift, what I was saying earlier about if you're doing Townstar and Spider tanks, you may have to log on to each game for an hour or two, play it, and then switch to the other game, play it, and so on, unless you have multiple screens open and you can play them all at the same time. But Spider Tanks is more of a game where you're going to have to be actively involved, pushing buttons and stuff. Where so far, Townstar has been kind of an automatic thing with the auto sell, and I hope it stays that way. It's also possible that they'll start changing the daily requirements to make it more challenging to meet your daily rewards, where you're going to have to do more clicking and more active involvement. That's a possibility. So every day I do log on to Townstar and get my daily rewards. I say every day. I actually missed 3 days in a row. Saturday I was out. Sunday I just totally forgot, and then I got out of the habit, I guess. And Monday I forgot too. So I went 3 days without earning there, which right now it's just a few cents or dollars basically. But we never know what Townstar coin might be worth in the future. I've got another idea for a video about what really determines the price of the coin. And it's more of an economic analysis. That's something I'm working on. So it's a little bit harder of a video. I have to do more research and make some PowerPoint slides for that. So I am working on that as well. So this is just another example on OpenSea.io where you can buy tanks for the Spider game, or you can buy these land or maps that are available. Scroll down here. Pictures on OpenSea are very slow to load. Like if I want to jump to the land, I could come over here probably. Oh no. Usually they have categories or something like that. Here, well, skin, tank, weapon, body. They should have the land or the maps as well. And the other thing we can do is we'll sort by price. So the land usually will be more expensive than the tanks itself. Scroll to the top. Over here it says price low to high. Now we're going to go high to low. Okay, that's kind of weird. I actually had to go to the category called Townstar. When they first started putting their NFTs on OpenSea, everything was under Townstar. And now they've actually created separate areas for different games. But it looks like these things called maps or areas or arenas, whatever you want to call them, are still on the Townstar site. You can say here, like some people pay up to 15 Ethereum to have a jungle temple, but it's in the epic rarity. Now, remember I did the video a long time ago on like how to earn the Townstar, and I gave like all the different NFTs, and they were assigned different point values. I'm sure they'll do the same thing with these caves and with your tanks and stuff, so that you'll have an idea what you'll earn once you have those things. So that's what I'm always interested in. What's my return on investment? If I buy this, I will make this if I get in the game and meet the daily requirements, whatever they might be. And just to recap, in case you're new to the whole game of this, there are two different places. So just to recap, in case you're new to this, there are two different places you can buy NFTs for Townstar and or Spider Tanks, etc. You can go to OpenSea.io, or you can go to app.gala.games, and over here you click on Store. You can see here there's a bunch of items that are sold out, but if you click the game that you're interested in, like here, Spider Tanks, and it'll take a minute to refresh the screen while it does that. There you can see the items for that game. Here's where you can, for example, you want tanks or you want maps. You can then further reduce the what's being displayed on the screen to only show maps now. So see what they do is they add these tags here, and now you can see like all the different types of maps that are available. If you're in OpenSea.io, you'll use MetaMask, and you'll have your wallet hooked up there to your Gala Games account. And if you're in Gala, then you just use your wallets that are built into Gala. It's more automatic and easier for a beginner. The other thing I keep reminding people is if you go to OpenSea.io, don't buy a fake item. Make sure there's this blue checkbox at the top. When you go to Townstar or Spider Tanks, you want that little certification symbol there. And even then, I would still be very, very careful because you're buying from another person. And anybody can create a picture on the screen. Well, not anybody. People with technical abilities can create a picture on the screen and make it look like the NFT you want to buy. And then you buy it and you find out it doesn't work with Townstar or with Spider Tank. So make sure you're buying an authorized product from an authorized source. Okay. So anyway, that's the future. Like I said, I see it of Gala Games that you may be logging on or getting into these different games, and you might have to go into each game. And this is where you're going to have to limit yourself because, one day Gala might have 30 or 40 games. So you're going to have to kind of pick and choose the ones you're interested in. One more example, of course, is Mirandus. I bought a small cemetery in Mirandus, and I'm sure it's going to be the exact same rule. To earn on my cemetery, I'm going to have to log into Mirandus. I keep saying log in, but open the game and play Mirandus and do something each day in order to earn on my cemetery. Okay. So as a professional person, I'm like, I don't necessarily want to be playing games 3 hours a day, right? So this is maybe not what I expected it to be when I bought some of these things. But the other alternative is I could rent out these NFTs to people who are really into the games, and that's the other way you could probably make some passive money in the future. And of course, you can buy and sell the NFTs too. Some people do like arbitrage. You buy it for one price. If the game gets popular, you sell it later for another price, and there's potential to make a lot of money doing that. But anyway, so many opportunities with Gala. I just wanted to summarize you what I see as the future of how this gaming is going to work. And I want to make sure you heard the words out of the horse's mouth where Bitbender said there will be no passive earning. You must log on into the game and do something each day to earn. Anyway, this has been Neil Walters. I hope this has been useful and informative for you, and I'll see you in the next video.